Well, I mean, first of all, everybody knows what's happened with COVID. And the market here in Colorado, we might as well just talk about the market as it is now. In May and April, May, it was completely out of control. Multiple offers on everything. Buyers were in and out of contract, fighting over contracts, 10 offers on properties, waiving appraisals, inspections. It truly was a screaming seller's market. Until about a month ago, it kind of settled, it slowed a little bit. Buyers got tired of fighting over offers and left the market. Sellers are not getting multiple offers, as many. Buyers are much more price sensitive now, and it's a very expensive market to get into.
Unfortunately, it was a dogfight for our borrowers, and anybody that is representing the buyer side knows that. I felt sorry for some of the first-time home buyers because they did get discouraged, and like Lenny said, they've kind of given up and gotten out of the market. But we're starting to reel them back in as we're seeing buyers now get a little bit more competitive without having some extra inventory.
Yeah, so don't lose hope out there, buyers.
For sure.
I mean, now is not the time to give up because the market is definitely settling back. It's still a seller's market, but there's going to be more opportunity and less competition. The summer's over. So as we fall in the fall and spring and winter, the market, we sell homes here all year long, but it'll be a lot easier. It'll be more inventory. We're seeing home prices come down actually. Sellers listing,
Settle a little bit.
not getting their offer or not getting their price, and price reductions.
And I think there's a little bit more common sense coming back to the market.
Correct. Yeah. I mean,
That's what I see.
Our market's inflated. What happened with COVID is the big cities, New York City, San Francisco, Chicago, cities in Florida, people just came here because they wanted to get away from the city where all the infections was. In Colorado, Wild West, and it's always been a desirable place to live since I started doing real estate 20 years ago, and it's just inflated the market. Offers $100,000 over asking price in the $400,000 or $500,000 range. So that eliminates buyers that are young buyers that don't have as much money to put down.
Our market is a little bit on the lending side of the real estate market. You have a basic parameter that we're going to pre-approve someone for, and there's many things that can change that parameter. Those things are: what are the real estate taxes of the property? Is there an HOA? What does their down payment look like? And like what Lenny was saying, we had people offering over, so that requires people to have some available cash. In addition to their down payment, they're having to come up with additional money than
Correct.
what's normally needed.
And how it affects the deal is the lender will only lend the money on appraised value. So buyers were having to put in their clauses to wait like an appraisal gap. So let's say it sold for $500, we'll offer you $550. Well, if it only appraised for $525, then you, the buyer, need to come up with that $25,000 difference, and the lender's only going to lend on the $525.
So the appraised value or the sales price, whichever is lesser, that's what we use for the
Correct.
loan consideration.
It's serious business. Most people are making the largest investment of their life, and you need the financial support to do it. A lot of times, there's not a lot of people. Not a lot of people can walk in with $500,000 cash.
Yeah.
So, and that's the beauty of our country. We're one of the few countries where you can actually get a loan on that amount of money.